I think we're getting through these. We should be close to the end.
We're doing pretty good.
Oh.
Coming up on the drop zone, Cap.
You do anything fun Saturday night?
Another
All the
one?
guys in my barbershop quartet
Well, this
are
is
dead.
at theaters right
Oh,
now.
really?
Like, just yesterday or
If you ask
something.
Kristen
What
out
is-
from statistics, she'd
I have no idea.
probably say yes.
That's why I don't ask.
Oh,
yeah.
You're too
I
scared.
like the original.
I
Yeah, me
love
too.
the original.
Was he wearing a parachute?
No. No, he wasn't.
I liked it so much just because it just...
I joined S.H.I.E.L.D. to protect people.
It's odd, it's good, it's good.
Captain.
So
It
freaking
felt
action-packed.
atypical to a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Especially
Sometimes
in
means
very
turning the old one
good.
down.
Whoa, that was Robert
Makes
Redford.
enemies.
Sure
Is he a good guy or a bad guy in real life?
is. In real life?
I can't remember
The world
what
is
people
No, I think
think
he's a
about
good
him.
guy in real life.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah.
Look out the
I
window.
think I like him.
You know how the
There was
game
something
works.
bad about him.
Disorder.
Can't think of
But I
anything.
can't remember. Alright.
All it takes is one step.
We're gonna neutralize a lot of threats before they even happen.
Thought the punishment usually came after the crime.
Sorry, something weird with the audio this
As it
time.
is.
Okay, so who's
not
going to
as
win
we'd
most
like it to
appearances
be.
tonight?
This isn't free.
Jackson, Wahlberg, or Freeman?
Or Johansson.
Yeah, Johansson's
Yeah.
been running.
Johansson already
Eyes
won.
open.
If you're going by
Before we get
trailers.
started, does anyone want to get out?
I was gonna bet Freeman.
Your work has been a gift to mankind.
Sounds like
You've
it's still
shaped
model.
the century.
It might not have as much. Yeah, it does. It feels. I'm sorry about the audio. It's odd right now. In fact, Jesus, it's really annoying me. It's. I don't know if it'll have the same charm as the original did because it took place in
Olden times?
olden times. Yeah,
Yeah.
that audio was bugging me.
Yeah, that probably had a big part to do with the movie, but I know it's supposed to be.
This is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Watching it like this.
I was gonna wear my Captain America shirt today.
Oh, were you?
for this. Yeah. But I thought it would be okay.
Maybe we should see it in theaters.
Another one?
There's other things I'd rather see in theaters.
That's
like
true.
that looks good and stuff, but
What?
Here's the treat for Becky.
Iron Man teaser?
I don't play well with others.
How many movies has he signed on for? A
You're here
lot.
with a mission, sir.
Yeah, a lot.
Trying to get me back in the world.
I know the last guy was Chris. I think it's like 5
Why
to 8.
return now?
Signed on for 6.
We're not a team. We're a time bomb.
I've gone their separate ways.
more!
Because we'll need them to.
That's the new Avengers.
Right?
It's the next Avengers
There's
called
more teasers?
The Age of Ultron, and Ultron rings a bell, but I don't know how. You guys have to remember that I have, probably you guys too, limited comic knowledge.
God,
Like,
yeah.
Very. Like none.
But Ultron
Yeah.
does ring a bell.
my comic
I always
knowledge,
liked comic characters, but I never read the actual comics.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
when I was young, I would go to the IGA and read as many comics on the shelf as I could, and try to commit them
I
to
didn't even put that
memory.
much effort into it.
But it felt like all the comics always were on branch plots. Like, they never made sense to me. Like, I couldn't put it together.
Ultron is a classic Avengers villain.
Okay.
Super overpowered robot made by Ant-Man.
Okay.
Always sounds funny when you read
I
it
want
out loud.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
That
covered in
sounds
ants.
funny.
Covered in.
Oh, they're biting me.
But didn't it always feel like that to you? That, like, every time you picked up a comic, it was never, like,
Yeah.
the heroes didn't make sense. Like, they were doing things that you didn't remember that
Well,
they were
it's because
supposed
you
to
had
do.
to read
You had to
every
read an
single
entire
comic.
series.
Yeah, because it was always, like,
'Cause there was so
some
much-
spin-off series
Yeah, there
of
was
the...
so many comics.
I only ever read Tank Girl, so
Oh.
It's like, unless you're dedicated to reading comics, or at least one series,
Yeah, that's
you're
the-
not going to get what's going on.
I'd say that that's probably what makes comics' biggest challenge, or, like, I guess hurdle, is just, like, it's so inaccessible to the layman. It
Yeah.
feels daunting.
There's
so
a lot of
daunting.
fucking comics out there.
The best you can do, I think, as
Watch
a
as many
layman.
movies as possible.
Well, or, like, if you want to get into comics, though, is you look up what's the most regarded of the series and
Yeah.
go find the graphic novel version, like Frank Miller's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is one of the greatest Batman like graphical novels you can read. It just is so amazing. That kind of thing, I guess, and just regard them as stories, like standalones. Do you guys agree?
I agree.
No, I was
From what
wondering
I've
about
seen.
them. I just always assume that everybody's a bigger comic expert than I am. All right, we'll come right back.